Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. It's happy Monday. We have Andrea and Brandy. Hello, hello. Well, let's go into our hearts on this beautiful Monday morning. Good morning, Deirdre. So, touching your heart center, slow down the breathing. Now, the next breath, add in some love. Bring somebody into your heart, smile at them and say good morning, and bring them in here. We're missing a bunch of P's. So I am going to hold Joanne Castrillo in my heart this morning. She needs some extra love this morning. So who are you calling in? Who are you holding in your heart and loving on? Day 98. I am enough. I am worthy. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities are always showing up for me. And any other affirmations that you're saying, I am healthy, I am whole, I am loved, I am beautiful. Whatever that affirmation may be, say it with us every day. Just choose something that's going to make you feel better, make you feel more positive. Good morning, Kathy Caputo. So glad you're here. We called you in, and calling in our other P's, our pair of jeans, Linda, Kathy, Hand, calling all of you in here this morning to be with us. And thank you for showing up for each other. And Auntie Jean L'Oreal, come on down. That's right. We need our Auntie Jean. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? We're starting a new week, a new work week anyway, and let's get it off to a good start. Let's start with some manifestation. What's happening in your life that you're manifesting? Are you bringing in any of those arrows of desire that you have thrown out there? I listen to Abraham Hicks, not every day. I used to listen every day with the Morning Rampage, and sometimes I still put it on at some point in the daytime. But Abraham calls our wishes our arrows of desire. I love that term. So if you've put up an arrow of desire, are you seeing any movement with it? Are you seeing it coming back to you? Because that's one of the visualizations that I like to do. And I believe I have shared that with you all, but we'll review it again for our Manifesting Monday. Good morning, Jill Mershon. So just envision that you have put your desires in a balloon and paint that balloon any color that you want. And then after you get it good and full of everything that you're asking for, you close it up. You know how to close up a balloon, how to tie it in a little knot so that the air doesn't escape. And then you let it go. You release it up into the air, up into the ethereal realm, and send it out to the universe. And you watch it as it climbs up, 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 going higher and higher until you can barely see it. And then you see it all of a sudden make a U-turn and start to come back toward you. So when it starts to come back to you, you're going to see it as just this little dot up in the sky. And it gets closer and closer and bigger. Then you can see the fullness of it. You can see the color that you painted it. And when it gets just above your head, it breaks open. and it pours all that energy over you, covering you with the color that you painted it, and all those heart's desires, those little arrows of desire are going right into you and into your whole system so that you have it. And that's the whole idea, is you're putting out the desire, and whatever it is, it's coming back to you. It's meeting you. So what you desire is seeking you. And once you do that manifestation regularly, you're going to start seeing more and more of those desires coming back to you. We have our Hope Wellington Marshall this morning. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Hello, Miss Hope. Thank you for being here. And Brandy, your affirmations: I am worthy, I am enough. Miracles and happiness happen to me every day, and I am healthy. Beautiful affirmations to say. Good morning, Annie Seven and Julie Kiss. All right, I'm so glad you all are here. I know we're going to be missing our Michelle Landers today. She is off on quite a journey, and wishing her safe travels and that she has a beautiful vacation time away. Okay, well, how about story time this morning? We have time for that. And we're missing who are we missing? Andrea Gregg, is she in here? I can't remember if she came in the beginning. Yes, she did. So Andrea's here. We still don't have our pair of jeans. So keep calling people in. Get our P's in here. The message is unmasking grace. And let's get our Grace Isis in here. She may be just listening to us this morning. And I'm hoping that Joanne is listening. We're lifting her up and her daughter this morning, and we'll lift her high in our prayer time. If you spent your life concentrating on what everyone else thought of you, would you forget who you really were? What if the face you showed the world turned out to be a mask with nothing beneath it? It's a quote by Jodi Picoult. And Linda came in. Good morning, Linda. All right, so we live in a world that thrives on appearance. How we're perceived can sometimes become more important than who we truly are. So we mold ourselves bit by bit into what we think others want us to be. We dim our light when it's too much. We harden our edges when vulnerability is seen as weakness. And we wear masks, beautiful, acceptable masks. But what if, in trying to fit in, we lose our shape entirely? What if the face we present to the world isn't just hiding our truth, but replacing it? True spiritual awakening often begins with this uncomfortable question: is this really me? The soul's longing cannot be silenced forever. It whispers from deep within, remember me, I'm still here. Dear angels, how do we become more aware of our mask so we can make the decision to remove them and return to our authentic selves? Dear ones, you are not here to be a reflection of others' expectations. You are here to shine as only you can. The mask you wear was never meant to become your identity. It was only ever a temporary shield, born from a moment when you thought your light was too bright or your truth too much to hold. But your soul has always remained untouched beneath it. It waits patiently whispering through your dreams, your tears, your moments of silence. To remove the mask is not to destroy who you are, it is to reveal it. Begin gently. Spend time with your inner child, the one who danced freely before the world taught you to be careful. Ask yourself not, who do they want me to be, but who was I before I thought I had to be someone else? In your authenticity, you will rediscover your power. In your vulnerability, you will find your voice. And when you speak from the heart of your truth, the world will not just see you, it will feel you. Do not fear being too much or not enough. You are exactly who God created, and that is more than enough. Remove the mask, beloved. Look into the mirror of your soul. The face you'll find there is radiant, eternal, and deeply loved. The angels whisper. When you let go of the mask, the angels rejoice. For every layer you shed reveals the divine light that you truly are. Today, I promise to peel off all masks and be my true, authentic self. We all, at some point, cover up something about ourselves. We all hold secrets. That's just human. Don't be ashamed if there's things that you haven't shared with the world because you thought you'd be judged or you thought that people would look at you in a different way. Just be you. Just do you. You don't have to worry about what anybody else is going to say or think or feel. And if somebody does judge you and cut you out of their life, then that's on them. That's them that can't handle reality. They can't handle the truth. So just be authentic and be you. And good morning, Sally and Tony. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. And Brandy, I see your prayer request for your Uncle Tony, and I'll put him on our list. He was at the ER last night and waiting a surgery day for a hiatal hernia. Well, I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card, and then we'll look at any other prayer requests, including Joanne's daughter, Jackie, who was in a car accident last night. And I was messaging back and forth with Joanne and getting some of the details and sending Jackie a lot of love and prayers for healing energy. So she really needs our prayers. So keep her, please, in your prayers. Joanne said it was okay to ask the P's to do that. So thank you for holding her tight. All right. So Kuan Yin says, keeping it simple. Your mind may convince you that manifesting your destiny is more difficult or complex than it needs to be. Yet the guidance of the Divine Mother is to keep things simple. Do what you can do and let go of everything else. Do what you can do. You know, we put so much pressure on ourselves sometimes, don't we? We think we have to be Superman, right? We have to just keep going and keep going like the Energizer Bunny when our body is saying, hey, slow down here, get some rest, do what you can do to take care of yourself. So keeping it simple means that we don't overact and we don't try to keep up with the world, because the world's going to spin and sometimes it's spinning out of control. So just do you. Just be who you are. And Sally says, I always try to be completely honest with my group, this group, etc. Honesty makes for a better connection between us and our social family members. Yeah, that honesty is so important, to just be authentic. Just do you, like I said. Okay, well, let's see what our messages are. I didn't see Kathy Hand come in, but I'm grateful to Kathy for sharing the inspiration to read a page a day out of Angels in My Pocket. And today we are on page 25, and there's 4 messages on page 25 of this little book, little powerful book. The first message: through the pursuit of dreams, may you discover not only what you are capable of achieving, but also who you are capable of becoming. A light bearer, a change maker, a dreamer who dared to dream and never gave up. And y'all know that's my motto: never, ever, ever give up. Don't quit that 1 minute before the miracle appears for you. All right, next one. Being in balance doesn't mean that you are eliminating fear, just that you are taking back your control of how much it interferes with your life. See the fear for what it is, an emotion. Take a moment to step back and breathe. The breath will connect you into your power, which is divine love. That is our superpower. We encourage you to remember that your physical reality is an illusion and that your true essence is spiritual. When frustration strikes, remind yourself of the spiritual truth. It can help you detach from any situation and find inner calm. You know, I've had to do that so many times lately. When we're going through some difficult times, or maybe there's something physical going on, we can remove ourselves, we can detach from any pain or any emotion, anything that's heavy. We can just remind ourselves, I am a spirit, and we can go higher and higher in our frequency to where we don't even feel pain anymore. We don't feel any of the dissonance or anything that's keeping us from our true self. The last message: when you observe the beauty in the world, that is you seeing the God essence in yourself. Honor that always. When you turn your attention toward lifting up your loved ones, come with the knowingness that you are heard and seen, because you have that God spark within you. We all do. We all have the God spark. And sometimes we forget. Sometimes we play small and we think that we're not worthy enough. We are not deserving enough to have miracles happen and to have prayers answered. But we are, because of that God spark, because of who we are. So I encourage all of us, when things get a little rough, when things get touchy, and you start to go down that rabbit hole of life is bad or life is hard, or I don't have all the resources I need, just pause, just hit that pause button and ignite the spark within you. And you do it with those affirmations. When you say, I am worthy, really feel that. Feel that you are worthy. Feel that you are enough. And allow yourself to be lifted and to be guided. Okay, so thank you, Deirdre, for putting up our daily prayer. And I hope that those messages from the angels touched you this morning. I hope that there was something in there that was said, one of the messages or the discussion or what the angels had to say last night. I hope something in there has been beneficial to you this morning, for you to be lifted higher, for your frequency to be up to that higher plane, as our little Max likes to say, up. And I didn't see Brookie come in, but thinking of her and her beautiful little family, we're still missing quite a few of our P's. So I don't know where everybody's at this morning. I know Blue was up very late. She was awakened, and I was chatting with her for a minute about 2 o'clock Eastern time. And I was up with Joanne trying to just support her through a very scary and touchy night for her. And Sally says, asking for a young 16-year-old man who is in a motorbike accident, and he's in the hospital fighting for his life. He's in ICU with a fractured face and a brain bleed that they cannot get under control. He's been unconscious since the accident. He's Elijah, and he's my great nephew. Well, let's hold Elijah up and hold our hearts full of love for him, wrapping arms around him and asking the angels to wrap their wings around him. And thank you, Deirdre, for reminding us every day to pray for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, not leaving anybody out. Praying for world peace, for attention to human trafficking, for support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our troops and the United States of America. And yeah, there's a lot of troops right now that are away from family. So we lift Sally's grandson up, the one that is deployed, and we lift up Suzanne's son-in-law, who also has been deployed since December, and praying that they're doing well wherever they're at as they're away from their family, and praying for their family members. And I know Brandy always asks us to remember those who are dealing with dementia or have been touched by suicide in any way. Thank you, Brandy, for sharing that with us. And any other prayers that you want to put into the comments, just put them in there, and we're going to go into our prayer time. As I said, please remember Jackie and pray for her physical health as well as mental and emotional after being in a terrible car accident. Please remember my sister Billy. This weekend was her son Brian's birthday, and that was a very hard and tender time for her, and I know her heart's very tender with that. Any others of our P's who are struggling, going through anything physical or spiritual, mental, emotional. And Sally, we lift up you and Tony and what you're going through right now with closing down's enlightenment, and wishing you all the best in what's the next part of your adventure, what's coming forward for you. And any fur babies that we know are struggling right now, these guys, I think the kitty cats I'm here with, are ready for their mama to come home, and she will be back tomorrow. So praying for her safe return, and praying for our Susie Koff, who's getting ready to go up on vacation. I'll be at her house for a couple of days, and then I'll be with Ruth's fur babies while they go on vacation. Lots of vacations going on at this time of year. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Thank you, Brandy. Prayers for all in need today. And I know that that Sally usually asks us to pray for those who are feeling alone, those who are feeling unloved, unseen, unheard, and the homeless. So we lift all of that up, and just want to pray for those who are struggling in our United States, that peace will settle in to our country. Let's pray for that. And peace throughout our world. Wherever there's conflict, and there's a lot of that going on. I haven't heard any updates about what's happening with Israel and Iran, but I know that did heat up over the weekend. So lifting up all the innocents that are involved, and anywhere there's a world leader that's involved in conflict, let's see them have a burden for peace in their heart. Okay, so take a breath in. Let's just have a moment of bringing in peace together today. Let's make that our manifestation that we want to see. If you're in agreement with that, then breathe into your heart. Call in peace, because it has to start inside of here before it can go out into the world. So as you breathe into your heart, breathe in peace. What does that look like? Does peace have a color to you? Does it have a certain feel? Just take a moment and really feel peace. See the change, the shift. And you might even want to say the words, I am peace. I am peace. I breathe it in and let it go through every part of me. I am peace in my thoughts, in my words, in my actions, and in my heart's desire. I call peace into me. Now feel it. Feel the peace. And release it back out with the out-breath. And now let's call it into our homes, into those that are closest to us in our circle. I call in peace to be in every corner of my home, covering the walls, the floors, the people, the furniture. I call in peace to the place where I live. And I see peace very clearly. Maybe again you're seeing a color. Maybe you're just feeling the essence of it. But really feel the peace swirling around you where you live. And now let's call in peace into our neighborhood, to all your neighbors, all the animals, the plants, the trees, the waters. I call in peace. I intend that peace will permeate every bit of my neighborhood, those who are closest to me in my living situation, peace among the neighbors, calmness falling on our neighborhoods. And now let's spread it out even farther. Let's spread it to the state that you live in, your particular area in the world, whatever that may be. Let's see peace in all of our United States, peace in the UK, peace in other parts of the world where there's been conflict or still is conflict. Just call in peace to your part of the world. Let's call in peace to the water, setting the intention that wherever that water touches, it's going to carry the energy of peace. If somebody's drinking it, bathing in it, playing in it, see the water seeping peace into the very pores of our being. And then let's connect it all together. All the continents, every bit of our planet, going down deep into Mama Gaia. We send in peace. We send in love. We honor each other. We honor our world. And we ask for peace to fall and for it to continue in every moment that we breathe. We breathe in peace and we breathe out peace. And now let's lift our frequency, going up, 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 going higher, and taking with us anything that's unlike peace. We're just going to draw it forth from the earth, bringing it up through the dimensions, bringing all prayer requests with us. Anywhere where there's discomfort, pain, discord, bringing all of that up and lifting it right to the great central sun and laying it down. We don't want to hold on to it. We just want to extract it and bring that prayer forth to the Creator, to all of the divine, to Divine Mother, to Christ, to the Holy Spirit, to the Ascended Masters, angels and archangels, to our loved ones in spirit. We ask that all of eternity hear our prayers. We ask for miracles. We ask for answers to be given and for signs to be shown that yes, peace can fall on our earth. And we thank you. We thank you, Creator. We bless you. We honor you. And we go forth now with trust, faith, and belief that our prayers are heard and answered for the best and highest good of all. Ooh, let's come back together now as a family. And we gained Marietta and Catherine Kovacs. Thank you for coming in with us. And thank you, Marietta. Up, up, up with peace and unconditional love and gratitude. Absolutely. Amen. All right. So let's go to Brandy, starting us off with a thank you, I love you, and namaste, y'all. Let me get Leo singing that song to us so we can get into the energy of the AAA.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cuppa full of joy.
Hello, Julie
To
Kiss.
start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a
Hey, you ready for the dance? There really is no secrets.
There really is no secret. We simply accept,
Accept,
align,
align, allow.
triple
AAA, y'all. Take that AAA with you everywhere you go. That's what our Marietta has taught us. EIWP, everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan.
Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Oksana, hi darling, thank you for being here. Woo! Thank you, Leo, for our song. Thank you, Peas, for your love, for loving each other, for the gratitude, and for always, always being here. I love you. I will see you back here tomorrow for the Morning Cuppa. I hope you have a beautiful rest of